Hi guys, how are you all doing? It's been a while, I've not posted for a while, and it's because I've been busy, which is a good thing. I mean, the whole idea is to come here and get yourself busy. You're watching this video because you're probably on your journey to coming to Canada. You're in Canada or you're my friend, just want to hear from me or about me and all that. So thank you very much for watching. And I would just like to put a disclaimer that everything I talk about or what I share is just basically based on my experience. I'm not a professional. I'm not a all those kind of things. But I'm just sharing my transition as an adult immigrant in Canada from Nigeria. So it's solely based on my own life experience and nothing but that. So today we're talking about 5 bad habits you need to stop before you come here. And I say before you come here, I feel like from the moment you get your ITA or even pass your IELTS and you're in the pool, you need to consciously stop this bad habit so that it will become part of you by the time you get here. Number 1, I wish I'd listened to this before I came. Stop chewing gum. I would say stop chewing gum because not only do the people here, I actually read somewhere that people they don't really appreciate when you like chew gum. You know when we chew gum like that, that you do it like it's your life mission to make it sound. They really don't like it. But apart from that, for your health sake, I had to put this on top of the list. My daughter, she's 14. She chews gum because I do chew gum a lot. I'm really addicted. I was, but I had to stop. And before we came to Canada, we went for all our health checks. Before I dropped my health cards in Nigeria from work, we went through all our health check, teeth and all that, and everything was fine based on the results. But I guess with all the pressure of packing and anxiety and all that, we're still chewing gum. We came here, it was always part of my grocery shopping every week. And between you and I, a few weeks ago, my daughter, she couldn't sleep at night, and then we had to go to like a dental clinics at this time in Ontario are closed. So the ones that are open, they'll be open to clients, but they won't accept new clients, and it was crazy. Do you know that, you guys, I had to look for an emergency dentist to see her, and then she had to do a root canal. Guess how much that cost me? $1,000. It was not planned for. So the rule in our house now, nobody's chewing gum. I am not chewing gum. I'm leading by example, and I'm the addict. They got it from me. I'm not chewing gum anymore because you need to avoid these things, because these are costs that you didn't plan for. We had to cough out the money because she couldn't sleep. It was crazy. It was an emergency, and when it comes to the tooth, it affects the brain, and it's crazy. So if you can, in fact, you have no choice unless you have some money stacked up somewhere. You need to stop chewing gum so that you avoid emergencies that you didn't plan and budget for. The second on my list here is stop using your phone, texting and chatting when driving, and also picking up calls when driving. This is not rocket science. This is you should know, this is the approach. If you use your phone without other than when you use hands-free, it's a crime. So you need to start to embed that behavior in yourself right from the time when you realize that you're coming to Canada, so that you become part of it. My husband used to tell me that Tyler, you're the one that will really be affected by that, because in Nigeria, when you're in traffic, I'm always chatting. I know it's bad. It was bad even in Nigeria, but Nigeria. So I used to do it, but right now, because it's bad enough that you have to concentrate on the road when you're driving because of all the rules and all the signages and everything. If you call me when I'm driving, because it's bad, I'm using my phone for Google Maps, I will not pick up. I'll let it go to voice message, and then I will deal with it when I get to my destination. I do not pick up for anything. I do not read messages. I don't think anything is urgent enough to endanger other people's life, because people literally drive on the road with trust. They trust that you do the right thing. They trust that you do the right thing. So if you now come out of blues and start to text or something and make a mistake when you're driving, endangering people's life. So the next thing on my list here is stop being lazy to read. This country, I was saying, my husband and I were talking yesterday that how do people that are not literate, how do they survive in a country like this? I'm not sure they can survive, to be honest, because there are always things that you need to read. There are always, from the very first test that you have to take, which is your driver's test, the written one, to your bank contracts, because everything is a contract really, because you've never been in it before. Everything requires that you read, and you need to read the fine prints, because you don't know. Ignorance is not an excuse. Provided they're giving you the documents to read, you need to read it. So if you know how they say that if you want to hide something from a black man, put it inside a book, you have to drop that. Maybe you need to develop your reading habits towards your coming, or just make up your mind that you're going to be intentional about reading stuff. You should see me when I'm just entering a contract with something, like when we're moving and we had to register with all the gas company, the hydro company. You have to read the fine print, because you need to know when they would, when you have to pay, because late payment is a problem. You need to know a lot of things, so you need to learn how to read. Ignorance is not an excuse. If you say, I didn't know, you know how they say, please now, I did not know. No excuse here. You are on your own. So something else I have on my list here is stop being careless with your wellness. So I will say that for free, even those of us that were fitness buff per se, I'm struggling because sometimes you wake up in the morning, it's so cool, you want to sleep back in bed, you don't want to get up to work out. And there's so much variety of food. I'm always cooking. In fact, the past couple of weeks, I'm presently on the cooking training with Ife Moye, and he sees me, I'm baking, I'm cooking, and resources are there, pretty cheap. So if you are not intentional about what you eat and how you eat them, you can be over. I've seen a friend of mine. He was so skinny back home, and he came here. He was so excited with burgers. He ate burgers so there. His head started to expand. I think everything went to his head. He was like slim. The first year of his life abroad, it was in America. His head expanded, like all the burgers. You will buy burger. He was so excited, and about the whole thing, like he moved and the same food. When you see burgers that are pretty cheap in your own calculation, and you calculate it and you say, this thing is on you taste one you want to, and those things keep calling you. So you have to be very conscious about what you eat. I'm not saying that you should not enjoy and spoil yourself a little, because after all, you did the work. Coming to Canada or coming anywhere in the world is like a project, and you actually achieved that project. You executed and you completed that project. So you deserve to spread yourself, but you need to do it in moderation. You're not going anywhere. You're here. This is the rest of your life. Until you want to, you might want to go back. So why are you in a hurry to eat it all? And the thing is that these things are here, So I think that you need to always be intentional on what side you want to be. You want to be on the unhealthy side, or you want to be on the healthy side, because both are here. And contrary to what people say that eating healthy is expensive, I think it's a myth. Everything in moderation. You don't have to eat all the salmon, and you can give yourself a treat, but you can actually eat healthy in moderation. I'm not saying it because I'm a saint. I'm just saying that I'm saying it to myself. Maybe I'll watch this video and remind myself that Tayo, this food is not running away. You can eat healthy and spoil yourself a little. The last thing on my list is start being self-reliant. I have some friends back home that they have nanny, they have 3 children, each one nanny for their children. They have someone that comes to clean. Well, I'm not even saying anything bad about that, because I had someone that used to come to clean. I didn't even used to cook. My mother-in-law was living with me practically, and I was so spoiled. But I remember that I had a house up till about 8 months. I think till when we knew that we were going to get this, and then she messed up. I just said, you know what? I'm not going to take another house. I feel used by them, so I'm just going to live without them, and I'll just do what I can, which is exactly the life I'm living here. I'm not one of those people. I like a clean house, but I'm just going to be realistic. How realistic is it to be sweeping your house every day, or having, waking up in the morning and the first thing you do is have your children's bath? That won't help. Do what you can and leave the rest. Nobody's going to kill you. You're not on an audition or anything. You have to learn how to be self-reliant and how to live with it. plan. Plan. Today is for cleaning washrooms. Today is for cleaning the house. Today is cooking day, and then cook. That will be enough for the week. Other days you'll have like you don't have to cook special meals every day and all that. So when you cook, make sure you have leftovers that you can put in the freezer. And then the days that you can't cook, they just bring out stuff from the freezer and then eat. Quick fixes. So I hope those 5 tips will help you as you plan on your journey to be an adult immigrant. And yeah, so that's about it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.